Are you interested in learning about nutrition for type 2 diabetes? My name is Dr. Erica Steele. I'm a board certified naturopathic doctor. I hold 6 degrees in my field on the natural healthcare space. This month, we're teaching all about the metabolism, how it relates to the immune system, stress, sleep, you name it. We do have a couple courses that are available this month. We're actually launching a metabolic health course where we really teach you step by step digestion, which includes what to eat, how to process that and metabolize, and then, of course, how to detoxify the body safely as well as naturally. I also have 30 days to healthy eating to really teach you with meal plans and all kinds of things that are either custom or general, whatever you prefer. So go ahead and check those out in the link below. So as a type 2 diabetic, what do you eat? And so I get that question often working with people. And so I figured I would make a video and explain. So first things first, protein, protein, protein. So go ahead and run over to, a macro calculator. Just Google macro calculator, type in, it'll ask for your age, it'll ask for your height, it'll ask for your weight, if you want to lose weight, gain weight, that kind of thing, and then your activity level. And from there, it's going to calculate what we call your macronutrients. What are your macros? Macros are your proteins, your fats, and your carbs. So we use proteins to be able to repair and heal our body. We use fats for our long-term energy store, and then we use carbohydrates for our short-term energy. And so we use these macros in various different percentages. In my Jumpstart to Healthy Eating course, I kind of go over all of that. And also too, in the holistic nutrition course, I'll go over more in depth kind of how to manipulate the macros. But for just ease of use, you get a combination. Usually it's 40-40-20. So 40% carb, 40% protein, 20% fat. And so then you will work on creating that with your food. So how does that look like practically? So you're going to grab your plate. You're going to start with your protein first. Why protein first? Because it's going to stabilize your blood sugar. It's loaded with all those amino acids that your body actually needs to be able to repair and heal and run organs and keep yourself healthy. I mean, literally the amino acids are like such a game changer. So we want to get that protein in. Then we want to look at our fat, and we want to make sure we keep that fat low, because if your ratios of energy versus, energy in versus energy out, meaning if you're eating all that fat that you need, let's say to run a marathon, but you're sitting at home relaxing, you're not going to be able to burn off. So where is it going to go? It's going to go all around that midsection and create more of that metabolic health issue that you're trying to avoid. Visceral fat, which is fat around your organs, not healthy. So, all right. So now you're going to get your fat down. Now your calories is your next focus. We want to make sure that you're eating enough. And there's all kinds of variations in terms of eating. So you can eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, your 1 to 2 snacks a day. You can also do an intermittent fast as well, which is really helpful for metabolic health issues. There's tons of data out there. There's all kinds of different combinations of that. You can do, a 12 and 12. You can do a 10 and 12, or 10 and 14 rather, or a 14 and 10, whatever works best for you. Naturally, patients that are working with me one-on-one, I guide them through that and give them the ratios, but in general, you can just kind of play around. And so make sure, though, that when you are fasting, you're drinking lots of water and hydrating yourself. And then when you are feeding, you have your feeding window, you're eating all of your recommended calories and hitting your macros during that period. You don't want to necessarily, a lot of times people associate with fasting with almost starvation. There's different types of fast, but we're really focusing on intermittent fasting right now, which is probably the safest and healthiest for a person with type 2 diabetes. So we're going to eat all of our calories. We're going to hit our macros. And then what does a plate look like? So for me, I meal plan once a week. I sit down my computer and I figure out what I'm going to eat. I create a grocery list for myself. I look in the refrigerator, look in the cabinets, say, what do I have? Check the things off. And then whatever I don't have, then I go and I pick up at the grocery store. Then from there, I will pre-prep and plan. So I try to be a day ahead. I try to go, okay, so all right, what am I going to have for tomorrow? Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Okay, I'm going to have this. So what can I prepare ahead of time that maybe I can just warm up or heat up or that kind of thing, or what's quick and easy? Because I know that for me, time is such a thing. So I want to make sure that I'm prepared. Otherwise, I'm going to go into a default state. What's a default state? Meaning I'm just going to eat whatever's around. So that's not going to help. So I want to be consistent. I want to be deliberate. I want to be intentional and put a structure in place for my week that then I can implement on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going to plan that so that I make sure that I hit my macros all throughout the week. If you have any questions about nutrition, specifically for people with type 2 diabetes, please drop a comment or a question below, and I will answer it all this week. I will also be on TikTok live answering your questions live, specifically how metabolism impacts your immune system. And then on Friday afternoon, I will be right here on YouTube live discussing all about the metabolism and the immune system and stress and sleep and all the things. So definitely tune in for that, and like, share, subscribe for more.